order. And Brenna, would you like to go down the agenda?
So we got the approval of last month's minutes, the approval of this month's minutes with the BOT work session. And then Faith, your claims?
It's nothing really out of the ordinary, so you guys should see them in there. Now, they do have a new look because of the new software, but it's basically the same stuff, same thing every single month. Nothing notable really outside of the norm.
I didn't receive a financial report to review.
Faith sent that separately.
I sent you the docket. Yeah, it says, I sent it probably about,
I see it, sorry,
Okay.
my bad.
that's okay.
It showed up below there, and it was below my field of vision.
So the one that is on the claims is the April 14th one, but we had some stuff, and Tina, who is here on site with us for the BSNA, she said that there's a lot of stuff that just shows up when we convert over to the new system. So I did that secondary docket which says BSA conversion, just so we have a, cover our bases type thing. But all of that has already been through a meeting. We're just gonna sign it here as just to cover our bases. But really the docket that needs to be approved tonight is the April 14th one. But I sent you both of them.
Okay. Yep, I already got those, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I was like, I know I sent it.
I know.
I know
Well,
I
double checked with you. Any questions on the claims? Okay.
No claims, no, nothing further for me.
Okay, so we don't have any scheduled visitors tonight. The sewer department, the sewer project update, I'm talking to Jill tomorrow. She's been out for a little bit over a week because her brother suddenly passed last week, so it was a rough situation, so. Funding update though, I am just waiting to hear for our next step with Aaron Houchin's office. So hopefully that goes well. Pierce, I'm sorry.
Question on the sewer project. In January, we were supposed to know something in February, whether we were gonna be able to do this in a timely manner. I think in February, she said she just needed a little more time, and we're mid-April now almost. Are we certain that we're gonna be able to get this paired in to the Ready 2 project? And how much longer do we need to wait till we pull it back?
Well, that's what I was gonna talk to her about tomorrow too. So, cause I know there's like a June 30th date or something with the Ready. So I don't know I don't know if that's the time that they have to, get approval from the state all the way with all their paperwork, I don't know. So we were gonna talk about it last week, but we didn't get a chance to.
Or, it could just be the deadline to obligate funding, but it definitely good to check that.
Yeah.
Is Pierce there yet? Or is he
No.
coming?
I don't know if he's coming or not. I forgot to check with him. It's been a crazy around here today.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him. I really would like for them to be able to help us understand at what point do we really have to pull the plug to do this on our own, to get our money spent. So because we're 8 months, we gotta have it spent by the end of the year. So I just wanna make sure we don't miss it.
We don't know if we have to have it spent or dedicated.
No, we've.
Are we
got that
talking about
spent.
Ready 1 or Ready 2?
ARPA?
This is
ARPA?
ARPA.
Yeah, with ARPA, we actually need to get it to the county commissioners before the end of the year for them to approve. So, and they meet twice in December, so.
Yeah.
So since it's reimbursement style, then I would say spent as well.
Okay, anything else on that, Steve?
No, thank you.
Okay, Pierce, he and I talked the other day. They came out and was examining some situations around town with Todd, but he has a report on that he was gonna share. And I think he's supposed to be here, but we'll see. So Faith, back to you for sewer adjustments and
We
update
just
on
have
sewer.
we just have two sewer adjustments, one for the museum, for 346.27, and then one, for Larry Reisert, for 167.43. There's just the two of them. And the museum had a water break, that flooded the basement of the museum, and they're working on it over there. They're working on a bunch of stuff at the museum. And then Larry's, I believe, was a hot water heater leak.
I believe so.
So-
Yeah. And how's online bill pay?
So I talked to the bank today. That's our final thing where we can connect our online bill pay with the actual bank. So, because it's going through our sewer bank account and not our town bank account. So, I have a new piece of paper that just has to be signed. Like I said, I spoke to Alex today from New Washington State Bank. We're gonna get that taken care of, and hopefully tomorrow will be all good. We did our parallel this morning. We're all good. The bills are all posted. They do have a new look, just a slightly different new look. They're not drastically different. But there will be a link on the bills where you can click on it and automatically takes you to the pay portal, or there is a QR code on there that will allow you to scan that with your phone and take you to the pay portal. So, and then we will be able to accept all forms of payment. So credit card, the old-fashioned cash check money order, we'll also be able to do bank auto debits. So there's gonna be, there's not gonna be any way that you cannot pay. I mean, maybe you can't pay in Bitcoin, but any normal way of payment, you should be good, so.
But we'll have that question.
Can I Venmo you? You get that question.
I wish we could Venmo that.
Yeah, that's
We
what
wanted
we
to do
saw.
that prior. But we will have a credit card machine here on site, for those people who come in off the street and just wanna run their credit card, or they can set it up online in the privacy of their own home. So we have, we have hopefully every possible option that people want to pay. And it's just a matter of right now of the software talking to the bank and making that connection, and then we'll be good to go. So we are within hours.
Yay,
Outstanding.
good job. Okay, you want me to continue, or?
Sure.
Okay. So Brian's supposed to be here, and I know Dan will be here too, for the park board and the Friends. Cemetery, we just sold a couple more plots this month. Then Joey, I think I forgot to send Steve Joey's report. I didn't have it until I
I
had it
can go,
separate.
I can send it to him really quick. I'll run back there and do it.
Okay, Faith will send that to you real quick.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
His reserve officers, they're in good standing. They just go down through there with their case reports and everything. So, but he said everything was going well. I think Nash will be here, but Joey will not be here because of a ball game.
Yeah, Nash said he would be here.
Okay. Then, town signage, we are getting some great feedback on the town signage. It looks really good. As Leanne rolls her eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut my mouth because I am not getting good feedback on the signs.
Oh, really? Yeah. I have had several texts saying how nice they look, but yeah, I think it's,
I'm getting feedback.
okay.
You know who from?
Yeah, I do, yeah. I know who from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So Old State Bank project, I was talking to Matt and letting him know that the selection committee and the rest of the council and I met, and the selection committee has both said that we didn't want to move forward with the BOT. So I told him how we would like to do it in phases, and he said, yes, we could do it in phases, and we could work with Pierce, with JTL, or whoever they're gonna have take over that project with the engineer and see about how we go out to bid on that. So Matt had some comments on that too.
Yeah, I did, just, assuming the council wants to get the ball rolling on that, I'd recommend making a motion during the meeting to authorize Brenna to get some quotes for that, because you'll need 3 quotes for each project you do, so.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to get that going right away.
Okay, yeah, and we can just email people just like we had to do with under the 250,000.
Yeah.
And Guy Guernsey came by today with David Ruckman, and they ran over there and was checking out the building. So we
Okay.
had Guy Guernsey on site too, so.
Okay.
South Monon Trail, I don't really have anything except for Friday morning. The granola place is having another soft opening, grand opening, so if anybody would like to attend. He doesn't want it like big publicized newspaper or anything, he's kind of shy, so. But he said, we're more than welcome to come over and we're gonna do a little bit of a ribbon cutting. Group insurance, I'm still waiting on Caitlin to get back with me. She went through one company and it was very expensive, so she found another company that we could possibly go through, and it looked like it was around $20,000 to $25,000 for 3 employees. So that didn't include their families. So, but I will get that hopefully finalized next month with her to share with you guys. Signage at the park, Jeff Hurst and Brian and I have been working together. He's got all the signs except for one park, one of the just regular signs. There was some miscommunication on that, but he's got all the woodworking done for those signs. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., Todd is gonna be assisting him with putting up 3 of them. If we get the 4th one in from Antec, then we will go ahead and place that one also. The Ready 1.0, the restrooms, we have gone out to bid with those with LMH. We contacted Matt Construction, Kivoco, I think it was, and then Temple and Temple for bids on that. The bids are due by April 30th, and then we'll have a special meeting to open those. Ready 2.0 funding arch project, the Indiana Starhenge project. There is 17, last week when I went to the Ready 2.0 or the RDA meeting, there's 17 projects that are being submitted from our region. We're one of them. And so they gave the blessings to go ahead and apply. I hit the button this afternoon. David Ruckman and I have been working for 2 weeks on that, so that project's been submitted. And we asked for $5.7 million.
Okay.
So, employee handbook, you'll see the employee handbook that I have come up with in your packet. This is for you guys to review. It has the signature and everything that the employee agrees on the back. And then I also have the requisition for leave form that's with that for you guys to review and for Matt to look over for maybe approval for next month.
Sure.
Or how that works.
And one thing I would recommend is we have an ordinance that adopts the handbook policies to give it more of force of law that way.
Okay.
It can be a really simple ordinance, 1 or 2 pages. Happy to prepare it if you'd like.
Oh, no.
Or unless you,
You want me to find one, or how you wanna do that?
I mean, I've already prepared one for another town
Okay.
just a couple years ago, so I can prepare it pretty quickly if council's okay with that.
Yeah, quicker the better.
Of course.
And then also for next month, I got something that goes with it. Some other towns do it too, is a resolution of responsibilities and everything, how we operate according with state statutes and everything. So I'll have that for next month for you guys. With all these grants going on, I wasn't able to get that done.
Okay.
Then the Borden Food Pantry Site Agreement. We were gonna do this last month, but since you weren't able to be here, we couldn't have Steve vote on it, so we need to go through that for this month. So it's a site agreement for them to use the pantry area. And then same tax funding, that's what I'm working on at the end of this week. So does council want me to apply for what we did last year with the Borden Community Center in here to have heads, new floors, new kitchen area?
Should we raise the request percentage just due to inflation or not? Or
Oh
just
no,
go with
it's
what we got?
already 47,000.
Okay, yeah.
And I didn't know if you guys would want to, because we usually get approval from Starlight Visitors Association for $10,000 a year. with Randy and everything, so would you guys wanna use that as a match for this project? And that might help us a little bit
That's
with
fine.
getting it.
If we're lucky enough to get it, I think it'd be a great idea, but.
Is that good with you, Steve, Liam?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Talked about the BOT. Yeah, I think I'm good.
We had that request from Toby to give them permission to use parking area.
Yeah, I talked to Rudy about that earlier too.
That's
so.
something that we've done in the past, so I told him, go ahead. They have that same meet every year.
Yeah,
I agree. I just didn't wanna give him a nod by myself.
Yeah, okay.
okay.
That's about
That's all
it?
I got. Yep.
Anybody else have anything?
I do.
Okay.
I would, so when we upgraded our printer here at Town Hall, I opted not to replace the printer in the clerk treasurer's office. So, I have a laser printer, we had an extra one at our house, so I just brought it down here and that's what we've been using. But with the new software, we have the ability to scan our invoices and attach them to all of the APVs, so they are out there for audit purposes. And there is just a scanner, a desktop scanner at Staples that meets the requirements for the new software that I would like to purchase in lieu of a printer. It is $229, obviously no sales tax, but we do have a $73 credit for turning in our ink cartridges that can be applied towards that purchase. So that's just something that I would like the council to consider purchasing. It's a brother brand with Twain technology, which is what we have to have. And it will allow for future,
Yeah, we approved a much higher amount for a new
Right.
printer, so I'm assuming 229's
Yeah.
definitely a better deal.
well, and I was kind of holding out to see if, I just wanted to get a printer with the scanner bed, to make it work, but I think with this, just the scanner itself, what I have in there now is working just great, so I think it'll be okay. And it'll just save the town even more money, so.
All right. Thank you, Faith. Does anybody else have anything?
I'm excited about something.
What?
We got the plot printer working and it's printing really good.
Oh.
And so we're excited. So we'll be able to do the cemetery, big picture view, the
Oh, good.
festival, mapping out stuff, so. I was
Who
just,
do we need to thank for that?
huh? Me and Nick and Brian, our printer guy.
Oh, well, good. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job.
And that printer guy was recommended to us by Cameron,
Okay.
so that's how we got in touch with him,
Yeah.
so.
Good.
So it's.
And I guess thanks to however we got the printer.
Amazon donated it to us.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, it's cool.
Okay, was anybody have?
Oh, I do have one more thing. So Amazon, in this last round of donations that they donated $10,000 worth of electronics, there was two, like 55-inch TVs, about the size down here, and we have them back in the council room. Are you guys okay if we hang up one back in the council room so we can use it for meetings back there?
Fine with me. You got it.
Okay.
Why not use it?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to make sure.
It was a freebie.
Yeah, so we got 2 TVs and the rest was like about $9,000 worth of sound equipment for,
Bless you.
for the
Sorry.
friends, so it was
Wow.
really cool,
Sounds
so,
good.
but I'm done now.
All right.
So when you want to have a headbanger concert at the park, we've got your speakers covered.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I can hardly wait.
I know.
Anybody else have anything? If not, we'll see you in about 40 minutes.
Okay, I'll log in the next round.